So we are leaving Geilo today on to Oslo. Goodbye, Geilo. You have been a treat, but not much for us here because we are not skiers. Put that in your bag, please, sir. Let us go.
This bus was a replacement train service from Geilo to Oslo. I'll be honest, we were both a little bit worried when we found out there was a bus replacement service on. As we all know, bus journeys can be a little bit uncomfortable, and this was 3.5 hours to Oslo. However, the bus provided was a business class bus. It was double deckered, every seat had a table, it was all reclining chairs, and it was very, very comfortable. This is cool. Now, on a quick note, me and Jess are planning to travel the world together come the end of the year, so any support towards the channel would be greatly appreciated, and we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. There are a lot of different foods to try in Oslo, and if you want to try some fish, then make sure you head over to Fiskeriet. There is also the famous Fiskegraten, excuse the pronunciation, and the fish and chips are amazing also. Them cod croquettes we had for starter were absolutely to die for. If we were visiting here again, then we will definitely be heading back. We found one of the most enjoyable ways to take in the sights around Oslo city was on the electric scooters. They're very cheap to get around on, and you can have a bit of fun on them too. We spent the rest of the day exploring the sights of the city before getting a hot chocolate and then heading back to the hotel to get some rest before our final day in Norway.
Good morning!
Good morning everyone. Today is our last day in Norway and we are in Oslo for the day, and our flight is at like 7:10, so that means we're probably going to have to leave the airport for about 4 o'clock. So we're going to cram a little bit in today. Well, the plan is we're going to leave our hotel, just saying goodbye to our little room now. We're a little bit out of the city centre, but it's only like 15-20 minutes by the metro to get in. Yeah, no, it's not messed up. It doesn't take long. It is raining, but we've got our waterproofs. We didn't overpack. And then we're going to go and find some storage to put our big heavy bags in, because we don't want to be carrying them around all day. Once we've done that, we're going to go find some waffles. There's a good place, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I think it's like Harold's Waffles or something like that.
No idea.
So we're going to go try that, because we haven't tried. Well, we have tried the waffles, but we haven't tried it with the brown cheese yet.
Well, that's not. It wasn't the Norwegian waffle either. It was just a normal waffle.
Oh, so yeah, we need to go try that, and then after that,
sauna.
Oh yeah, sauna. I was going like proper brain fog then, a little bit. Yeah, then we'll go for a sauna. And we're going to a place called Salt, which is like kind of like a new thing in Oslo, I think, after reading online. But it looks really good. We checked it out last time we were in Oslo, and it looks really good. We said we'd go back, and we are. So we're gonna go there for a sauna
and have some reindeer sausage.
Yep, have some reindeer sausage.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna reindeer sausage, and then there's some other things. Yeah, we'll show you the food when we're there. And then once we've done that, we're probably just gonna make our way to the airport. But flying around Oslo on scooters, sightseeing, is honestly like a pretty good thing to do. So we're gonna give that a little go as well. So
because you can't be bothered walking.
Well, we can. It's just quicker to get to places, and they're actually really cheap. So we'll catch you later on in the video. Now, if you're wondering if Oslo is expensive to eat out in cafes, I would say yes, it is expensive. But I'd say that the prices are comparable to those of the UK. We found this nice cafe called WB Samson on Karl Johans Gate, and the price of a cinnamon swirl with 2 coffees was about £8. Getting around Oslo is also incredibly easy, whether that be by the electric city scooters, the bus, the tram or the metro. There is an app called Router which we used, and a day pass or a 24-hour pass cost about £10. We used this to get to the Oslo Sculpture Park, which was developed by Gustav Vigeland, hence the Vigeland Park. And there is over 200 sculptures here which were developed between 1869 and 1943. It is free to enter and it is open 365 days a year, 24 hours of the day. I can imagine this place would be absolutely stunning on a nice sunny day. If you want to learn more about Gustav Vigeland, there is also a Vigeland museum here which you can visit. However, we were a little bit pushed for time with it being our last day, and we wanted to go and visit the Folklaw museum, which wasn't too far from here. Again, we used the Router app to make our way there. That's Ruter. The Folklaw museum is actually home to the Stave Church and an old Folklaw town, which gives you an idea of how the Norwegians used to live. And it's also home to the Viking ship museum, which is currently being renovated and due to open again in 2027. This is something that we didn't see much of online when we were researching things to do, but we really enjoyed this and we wish we could have spent more time here. This was well worth the visit.
In the end.
So much in the end.
I've been trying to hide 'cause I'm scared. Using witches, 'cause it doesn't mean so much in the end. Boy, can you hold me?
As you can see, there is plenty to do in the Norway Museum of Cultural History, otherwise known as the Folklaw Museum in Oslo. One of the main attractions here was the old Geilo Stave Church, which dated back all the way to the 12th century. Now, just a little bit of history behind this church. It was due to be demolished in 1880 when the city built a new church. However, this was saved by the Society of the Preservation of Ancient Norwegian Monuments, which bought the materials in order to re-erect the church elsewhere. It was acquired by King Oscar II, who then financed the relocation of the church. We finished up here and then jumped on some scooters to head back into the centre of Oslo. If you ever visit Oslo, make sure you visit Salt. This is a great place to go and get a sauna and some food. It also hosts a great view of the Oslo Opera House. I get a pizza. Now, for obvious reasons, I couldn't get much footage of the sauna area itself, but there are cold plunge pools and you can jump into the fjord. Now, just trust me when I say this is a top spec. I think I would go back to Oslo just to go and spend a day here.
You have to do it, the camera's on. Well done.
That is gold. Jess's turn. Just get your shoulders in and you're done. Little swim out. Hey, well done. Well done. That's a good way to end the holiday, isn't it? That was well good. We also took part in a sauna ritual here, which honestly you feel incredible after taking part in. I would highly recommend it. Once we are finished with the saunas, we then went and got ourselves some food in the food area. There's plenty to choose from, and you can also book these fire pitted areas where you can cook your own food. We were lucky enough here that we didn't need to book, but they do get busy, so I would advise booking in advance. We ordered the reindeer sausage and reindeer meatballs and the reindeer special pizza. I can't remember the cost exactly, but I think for the pizza and the reindeer meatballs and sausage it cost about £40. What do you think? Oops. We thought that dip there was like a yogurt dip. What it is, it's a raspberry yogurt dip. And we just put it over the the reindeer. What it's supposed to be for marshmallows.
Well, it's a new combination.
Tell us what you think.
It's actually quite nice.
Good.
But she just thought as I poured it on, like, oh no, I think it's raspberry.
No. Still nice. I'll let you go for it. Probably gonna melt the camera.
I knew I was gonna do it. Wait, I'll pull it up.
I don't wanna. Good.
You doing that? Be careful.
Kind of bad.
You can't eat that.
I can.
You're gonna eat it.
Sit on that side, dude.
We're going to give the flavors and I can sit up.
Worked.
You got ash in your hair. That was good. Last but not least, we headed over to try the traditional Norwegian waffles.
This one, the traditional.
Jam, sour cream, brown cheese.
Yeah. I think we do it. Hi, could we have a number 6, please? Thank you.
Do you want something to drink?
I'm okay,
Yeah, I'm okay
thanks.
as well, thank you.
Just choose an option and then you can pay.
Do you mind if we record a little bit of you making the waffles? Right, fine. Are you okay with that? Thank you. Bit of brown cheese. Try it.
Cheese tax.
The cheese tax.
Weird. It's weird.
Tastes like cheese.
It's a bit sweet though.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see if we can see inside. So there's the cheese, the sour cream and the jam. Here we go, mister. You gonna try first?
Oh, then I'll try it. I want to try and get all 3 bits in.
Well, it probably won't be able to do that until the middle. What do you think?
The waffles are nice.
Is it? What about the cheese?
Oh, I can't really taste it up. Nice, just tastes sweet. Good.
You've messed it all up.
That was a good bit.
I'm not cheese up.
I'm so happy I got that on camera. It's really nice, thank you.
I thought I was gonna get
You
changed.
bloody dafty.
How did it even happen?
That's funny. Waffelvonger. Waffelvonger. How do you pronounce it? Waffelvonger? Sorry? Waffelvonger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffelvonger. There we go. Thank you. Good?
My coat.
And that's it. Yeah. That's Oslo. Oslo, that's a wrap.